Hey guys, my name is Justin Thompson and I'm a physical therapist.
My name is Jody Thompson and I'm a certified strength and conditioning specialist.
So in this workout, we're going to work on all three areas of fitness. We're going to talk about mobility, strength, and balance, and show you how you can gain all three. If you're ready, let's get started. Move with Freedom PT is a name owned and controlled by Thompson Physical Therapy, PLLC. Not all exercise or health information is suitable for everyone. The information provided is for educational and informational purposes only. No information is to be taken as medical or other health advice pertaining to any individual's specific health or medical condition. The information should not replace the professional diagnosis and treatment needed from a qualified healthcare provider. Alright guys, so let's get started with some high knee marching. So Jody's lifting up her legs as high as she can, up to about almost 90 degrees here. She's going at a nice comfortable pace. It's just warming up. We're just trying to get ourselves moving, get some blood pumping a little bit, okay? And then once we get to doing this for about 30 seconds, then we're gonna make a switch and we're gonna go into an overhead windmill stretch, which she's about to demonstrate right now. Okay, so she's taking her arms up overhead, extending up overhead, and then crossing down, reaching for the other foot, and extending that other arm back overhead this way, and trying to keep her neck and head in a neutral position. And going for 30 seconds here, almost done. We've got about 5 seconds left, just getting the blood flowing here, and we're going to go into what's called a push-pull. So Jody's going to step one foot in front of the other, and she's just going to push and pull, trying to engage her chest muscles as she pushes forward and engage her back muscles as she pulls back. And then at about 15 seconds, which is right now, she's going to switch feet so that we're keeping everything nice and even. About 5 seconds left, just getting the blood flowing. We're going to move into the ice skater motion, and we're both going to demonstrate this one. So she's stepping over, she's showing the modified version with sidestepping, and then I'm going to be doing a little hop. So if she's doing a little step, I'm just doing a hop here, and this is how you're going to do the ice skater, okay? So she's going to keep going here, she's got about 6 seconds left, and we're going to move into a jumping jack. So Jody's going to start with the normal jumping jack. And if you can't do a normal jumping jack, then a good modification would be to just take a step. And Jody's going to show this here real quick and go through your available range of motion with your arms and just take a step instead of doing the jump. So then she's going to go back to the regular jumping jack for those of you that can do this for the next 3 seconds, and then we're going to move into a hip flexor stretch. So we're going to go down onto the floor onto one knee, 1 foot straight ahead, and then she's going to lunge forward into this position, just like that. Do this for about 30 seconds on one side, and then we're going to switch and do 30 seconds on the other side. You should be feeling your pelvis kind of tilting backwards so that you can feel more of a stretch on the front side of the hip. You don't want your lower back to arch. Now we're going to switch. So she's going to put the other foot in front. Again, tilt that pelvis backwards just a little bit so that your lower back does not arch when you lean forward. And feel that stretch on the front side of the hip, right in here. She's doing a great job. After this one, we're going to move into an active hamstring stretch. So here in about 3 seconds, she's going to turn over onto her back. And she's going to grab behind one leg there, and she's going to kick the leg straight up in the air until she feels a nice stretch on the back side of the hamstring. And she's going to just continue to go up and down with that leg just like that. For 30 seconds on this side, and then we're going to switch here in about 5 seconds to do the other leg. Good job. Alright, switch it. Kicking this leg up in the air. just working on mobility, trying to get her hamstring loosened up, get some blood flowing in her lower body, in her lower extremities. And you don't want to push this too hard. You could overstretch something and cause an injury. So just kind of do this nice and comfortably. And then we're going to stand back up and we're going to go through the sequence again. So we're going to go back into the high knee marching. Now you can kind of pick up the pace just a little bit if you feel comfortable. You could even do a little bit of a hold at the top. So if we bring it up and just a slight little pause, you can also work a little bit on your balance when you do this as well. But for the most part, we're still getting warmed up. We're still getting things moving. Just increase the speed a little bit there. I like that. And then we'll move back into the overhead windmill stretch. So again, reaching up overhead, bending down, reaching for the toes, and that back arm is reaching up toward the ceiling. Again, keep your head and neck in a neutral position. You don't want to be cranking your head up or looking too far down. You just want to keep it nice and neutral and comfortable. After this one, we're going to move back into the push-pull. So 1 foot in front. Again, you're pushing forward using the muscles in your chest and arms to push forward. And then as you pull back, she's using the muscles in her upper back. Going strong there, and then she'll switch again right now at the 15-second mark, just to keep everything in balance. And then we'll move back to the ice skater here in just a second. So again, she's going to demonstrate let's have Jody do the normal ice skater to start, so a little hop and kind of reaching that foot back behind. But again, if you need to do the modification, show the modification here, just a little step and reach behind. You can get the blood flowing either way. Whichever way you want to do it that's more comfortable for you, that's fine. So we've got about 5 seconds left and we'll move back into the jumping jacks. So again, the modification here would be to just take a step and go through your available range of motion. But we're going to do the full 30 seconds here. Very good, you're going. You got 10 seconds left. This is just the warm-up. Here we go. We're about to get into the real workout here in just a minute. And that's time. All right, we're going to get started with round one. Let's start with the squat. So I want you to pay attention. I'm going all the way down. Jody's doing the modification with a little quarter squat. What I want you to focus on is keeping your knees in line with your toes and trying to press through your heels, engaging your glutes throughout the full range of motion. Going for 30 seconds. The next one we're going to do is a front plank. So get ready to go down onto the floor. So we're going to go down into a plank. Jody's going to do the modification on the wall. So what you do, you go right into a plank here, you hold a nice straight line through your body. Don't let your lower back sag or anything like that. Now, if the modification that Jody's doing is too easy, but mine is too hard, then go down on your knees, just like this. But if you can hold this position, go ahead and do that. Now let's move into a push-up. Jody's going to do a push-up on the wall. So again, nice straight line with your body, going down and back up. Your hands should be just slightly outside of your shoulders, not too far. And then again, a modification would be to go down on your knees and do it that way. Then we'll go into a side shuffle hold. So we're going to go 1, 2, hold with the inside leg. 1, 2, hold with the inside leg. And Jody's just doing the exact same thing I'm doing. There's just less of a bounce to it. Now we're gonna go into a little active recovery. And basically what you do in the active recovery, so I'm just gonna do a little boxer shuffle here. Just to keep the blood flowing. Jody's just kind of walking in place. Sidestepping, a little arm movement, just to keep the blood flowing. And here in a second, we're gonna go back through the same motions again. Going back to the squat, okay? Same thing in 3, 2, and 1. Going back into the squat. Again, Jody's doing the quarter squat. I'm going all the way through the full motion, keeping the knees even with the feet, not letting them dive in toward the middle. That's not good for the knees. Pressing through the heels, keeping the glutes activated throughout the entire motion. After this, we're going to go right back to the front plank on the floor, or Jody's going to be on the wall. Keep that core engaged, don't let the lower back sag. Nice straight line through your body. Nice and strong. 30 seconds is a long time to hold a plank. Remember, the modification though would be to go onto your knees and hold from there. After that, we're going to go into the push-up. So into the push-up, arms about shoulder width apart, maybe just a little wider. Up and down. Jody's on the wall. I'm on my hands and feet. The modification is down here on the knees. And then we'll move back into that side shuffle hold. See if Jody and I can coordinate it. After this, we're going to go into a little mobility segment and work on the mobility in our hips. So we're going to go back onto the floor. So Jody's going to get down on the floor in this 90-90 position. She's got a 90-degree angle at her knee there and at her knee over there. She's going to lean forward, feel a stretch, and then she's going to switch over and feel it on the other side, and then she's going to switch again. These are called 90-90 hip switches. And you just feel that stretch in that front leg, right in the glute. Now she's going to go onto her hands and knees. And she's going to try and keep her spine straight, but she's going to go through a big circle with her leg. Really trying to get as much motion out of that hip as she can without moving her spine too much. I'm kind of having to hold her a little bit. So keep that core engaged. There you go. The circle might be a little smaller, but that's okay. We're just working on the hip motion. Just like that. Good. Then she's going to do the same thing on the other side. Very good. Keeping that spine nice and stable. Going through a nice motion through her hip. Just like that. Nice and full range of motion. This one's deceptive. It can be a little harder than people think. But it's a really good one to just get the hips moving really, really well. Okay. And that concludes the first round. If you guys need to pause it, go get you a drink of water. Come back for round 2. See you there. Okay, so we're going to start this round with the single leg Romanian deadlift. This one looks like this. So you're going to be hinging forward at the hips with a straight back. If you can't keep your balance on one foot, then step back and tap that toe on the ground, just like this. But we're going to go 30 seconds on one leg. So the Romanian deadlift looking like this. Kicking that leg straight back behind you, keeping that back nice and flat. Going here, just a slight bend in the knee, and so even I lose my balance sometimes. Going all the way through, very good. And then we're gonna do a side plank. So you're gonna go down onto your right side, feet stacked up on top of each other, and you're gonna lift. Now, if you can't do this, I want you to go onto your knees and do the same motion, just like that. But if you can, lift all the way up onto the feet, hold just like this, 30 seconds on this side. If you need to take a little break, drop down for a second or two, come right back up. Good. Now we're gonna come back up and you're gonna do a bent over reverse fly. So you're bending over at the hips, just like this, and you're squeezing those shoulder blades together behind you. Okay, just like that. And on the next one, Jody's gonna start yelling some commands. She's gonna yell either front, back, right, or left. And this is called reactive agility. So we're gonna be running in place. And whenever she
Front.
calls out a direction, we're gonna step forward and come right back.
Right.
Right, and then right back.
Back.
Back, and then forward again.
Front.
Front, and then back.
Right. Left. Back. Left. Front. Front. Left.
All right, so 30 seconds, active recovery, either doing a little boxer shuffle, kind of moving the arms, or a little side to side, moving the arms like this, okay? Just keeping the blood flowing, keeping the heart rate up just a little bit, and we're gonna go back into that single leg Romanian deadlift. I want you to do the other leg that you didn't do the previous time, okay? So I'm gonna turn in this direction. I'm gonna do my left leg this time. And I'm coming forward and back up. Keeping a nice straight back as you come forward. If you don't have the balance and you just need to tap the toe behind you, that's okay. Slight bend in the knee as you hinge forward on the regular Romanian deadlift. Just like this. Good. Excellent. Great, and then you're gonna go back into the side plank, this time on the left side. Again, lifting up, holding for 30 seconds. This arm can be on your chest, on your hip, however you wanna hold it. Again, if you can't hold in this position, the modification is to go on your knees, hold right there. I'm gonna kick back out for a second, and then we're gonna stand back up for the reverse fly. Again, you bend over at the hips, and you're gonna go in the back side here, squeezing the shoulder blades together, just like this. Squeezing those shoulder blades together. If you can't get them up high, you can go down low and squeeze together this way. Okay? So squeezing those shoulder blades together. We're gonna go back to the reactive agility. Jogging in place. Back.
Right. Back. Right. Left. Left. Front. Back. Right. Right. Front. Back. Left.
So then we're gonna move into, the high knee hold. So you're gonna lift up, hold for about 3 seconds, and then bring it down. Lift up, hold for about 3 seconds, and come back down. Now if you feel like you're losing your balance, don't be a hero and try and hold it too long. Good. Okay. Now we're gonna do a single leg hop and hold. So we're just gonna jump onto one leg, trying to stick the landing just like this. Jump onto the other leg, stick the landing just like this. Stick the landing. Stick the landing. If you can't do this, Then just step over and hold. Step over and hold. Step over, hold. Step over and hold. Now for this last one, we're going to do a tandem heel to toe. So you're going to stand, you're going to try and walk a couple of steps, touching heel to toe right in front of the other one. Coming forward, and then you're going to go again backwards, trying to go heel to toe. Just like this. If you can't do this, then just a staggered stance, just like this, works well too. But if you can do heel to toe, I want you to do heel to toe. All right, that concludes round 2. Get you a drink of water if you need to. Pause the video. We'll see you in round number 3. Okay, we're gonna start round 3 with glute bridges. So we're gonna start down on the floor and we're gonna lift up in the air. So I want you to engage your abdominal muscles, tilt your pelvis back, and then lift up in the air, squeezing the glute muscles as you lift up. Squeezing the glute muscles as you lift up. You can support yourself with your hands on the floor, or if you want to make it a little harder, bring them straight up overhead like this. 30 seconds. Good. Okay. Then we're going to go to a plank with shoulder taps. Jody's going to go on her knees. I'm going to go on my feet. So on your hands, and you're actually coming over and tapping your opposite shoulder. Just like this, keeping your body in a nice straight line as best you can. Tapping the shoulder. Nice control through the core. Just touching that shoulder lightly. Good. Then we're going to stand back up. We're going to do a lateral raise flutter. So both of our arms are going to be out to the side. Engage those muscles in your shoulders. Keep your shoulder blades back and down. Don't let them round forward. Keep everything nice and strong, nice and engaged. It can get tough after 30 seconds. So keep going. Keep it up. Keep going. Very good. All right, so now we're gonna do 4 punches. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna switch, Jody's gonna step. 1, 2, 3, 4, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. 30 seconds active recovery. Going back into the boxer shuffle for me. Jody's doing her side step with the swing in the arms. Again, keep everything nice and loose. We're going to go back to the bridges. So get ready to go back onto the floor. I'll give you a warning to start moving in that direction. All right, 5 seconds. Let's go ahead and move to the floor. On your back, hands supporting you, lifting up in the air, nice straight line with your body from your shoulders up to your knees. Again, if you want to make it maybe a little bit harder, you can hold the hands here so you're not supporting yourself with your arms. Just keep going, breathe, don't hold your breath. After this, we're going to turn over. We're going to do the planks with shoulder taps here, tapping each side, nice and easy. 30 seconds is a long time. Again, Jody's doing the modification on the knees. I'm here on my feet. You pick whichever one works for you. All right, now we're going to come back up and do the flutters, lateral raises. Keep those shoulders down and back, down and back. Don't let your shoulders round forward. Keep everything nice and strong, nice and engaged. And fluttering. Again, 30 seconds can be a long time to do this, but hang in there. Hang in there. And in just a few seconds, we're going to go Back to the 4 punches. Here we go, so forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, switch. Alright, now we're going to move into a quadruped thoracic rotation. So once you go on your knees, sit on your heels. You're going to bring one elbow straight in front of you, and then the other hand on your lower back. You're going to rotate your elbow up towards the ceiling. Feeling a good stretch through the mid-back here. Very good. Just rotating up, feel a stretch, and then coming back to the middle. 30 seconds on one side, and then we're going to switch to the other side right now. Hand on the low back, reaching up toward the ceiling with that elbow. Good, nice and controlled. Make sure you're breathing, don't hold your breath while you do this. Very good. 10 seconds left, come on. There we go. Alright, and then we're going to finish with a child's pose. So I want you to take your arms, reach them straight out in front of you, and feel this stretch through your shoulders, maybe a little through your lower back. And just breathe, just relax through it. Feel that stretch. 15 seconds left. Almost done with round 3. Round 3 coming to a close in 3, 2, and 1. So you guys join us for that cool down. 3 minutes, nice and easy. Take a pause if you need to, but join us for the cool down. See you there.
All right, so now it's time for the cool down. We're gonna start with the basic side step and arm swing. Just loosen up the body. Some good deep breaths. Open up the thoracic spine. Just keep breathing. Get a nice big stretch. Keep going. About 6 seconds. Then we're going to head into what's called hamstring XY. You're going to put your heel out in front of you. And to keep this leg straight, you're going to bend over and create an X. And then you come up, create a Y. You're going to push through here, get a good stretch to hip flexor. And then you can become a fluid motion. X, Y. And you keep doing this on this leg. Keep breathing. About 2 more seconds, then we're going to switch and do the left leg in front. Get a good deep stretch. Good, now you're going to put the left heel out in front of you. That leg is straight. You're going to bend over, create an X, bend up, a Y. Keep breathing. Good stretch to that hip flexor. Good. 10 seconds. Next, we're going to sit down for a piriformis stretch. Go ahead and sit down here. Put your right leg across. If this is too difficult, you can do a modification that Justin's doing with the chair. You just sit in the chair and put your leg across. Keep breathing. You should feel a deep stretch. A stretch deep in the glute here. If it seems too difficult, you can kind of slide your foot out in front. If that's too easy, you can bring it closer. Good. About 3 seconds, and we're going to switch sides. Good. Now left leg over. It's my tighter side. Deep breath. Just let your body cool down here. Good, 10 seconds. Keep breathing. After this, Justin's gonna lead the final stretch.
So Jody's gonna lay on her side. She's gonna put her knee out in front of her body here, and I want her to actually be on the floor. And she's just opening herself up here and kind of rotating through her spine, trying to get a good stretch throughout her trunk, and she's just holding for 30 seconds. And working on her breathing in that position. Okay, so you should not be holding your breath here. You should be able to do this and breathe through it. Okay, now she's gonna switch and go the other way. Same thing, make sure that knee goes down to the floor. Okay, so you can get a good stretch through your spine here. Breathe deep. Open up the spine, the rib cage, and the lungs. 30 seconds, almost done. Very good, very good. So, that's gonna conclude the cool down and this workout. So we really hope that you guys liked it. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I'll see you next time.
And as always, move with freedom.